You are working harder than you have ever worked in your life. You are smarter than your bank account suggests. You have read the books, you have watched the videos, you have tried the side hustles, and yet you are still here. There is a ceiling above your head. You can't see it. You can't touch it, but you can feel it every time you check your balance, every time an unexpected bill wipes out your savings, every time you sabotage a golden opportunity. What if I told you that your financial struggle isn't a math problem? It isn't the economy. It isn't the government. And it isn't bad luck. What if I told you that being broke is a biological safety mechanism? Your brain doesn't want you to be rich. Your brain wants you to be safe. And to your primal mind, wealth is dangerous. Wealth is the unknown. Today, we are going to perform open-heart surgery on your psychology. We are going to find the glitch in your programming that keeps resetting you to zero. And then, we are going to delete it. Welcome to the poverty paradox. Let's look at a phenomenon that baffles economists, but makes perfect sense to psychologists. Meet Alex. Alex makes $50,000 a year. He feels broke, so Alex grinds. He gets a promotion. He now makes $80,000. For 3 months, he feels great. But by month 6, the car breaks down. He needs a new apartment. He goes out to celebrate more often. By the end of the year, Alex is making $30,000 more, but he has exactly the same amount in his savings account. Zero. Why? This is the financial thermostat. Gay Hendricks called it the upper limit problem. Every human being has an internal setting for how much love, success, and money they allow themselves to endure before they sabotage it. Your subconscious mind has a specific number it views as home. If you drop below that number, you panic. Your survival instincts kick in. You hustle, you save, you scrape until you get back to your baseline. But here is the scary part. When you go above that number, when you finally get that bonus, that lucky break, that big commission, your subconscious views it as a fever. You are too hot. You are in uncharted territory. So, your brain engages cooling mechanisms. You start picking fights with your partner. You ignore important emails. You impulse buy a car you can't afford. You subconsciously engineer a crisis to drain the excess money and bring you back to your safe zone, back to zero. You aren't broke because you lack capability. You are broke because your thermostat is set to survival, and you keep trying to hack the system with willpower. Willpower is a battery. It runs out. Identity is a generator. It runs forever. Until you change the setting on the thermostat, no amount of hard work will save you. To understand why you can't save money, we have to look at the chemical soup inside your skull. We live in an economy that has weaponized your own biology against you. Dopamine. You think it's the molecule of pleasure. It's not. It is the molecule of craving. It is the molecule of more. In the ancient world, if you found a berry bush, your brain screamed, "Eat everything now! Winter is coming!" That was survival. Today, winter never comes, but the instinct remains. Corporations have hired the smartest behavioral psychologists in the world to hijack this instinct. They know about hyperbolic discounting. This is a cognitive bias where your brain values a small reward now significantly more than a huge reward later. $100 today feels real. $1,000 in a year feels like a ghost. When you see a pair of sneakers or the latest iPhone or a weekend getaway, your limbic system lights up. It screams, safety, status, now. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of you that plans for the future, the part that wants to be rich, tries to intervene. It says, wait, we need to invest that. But the battle is unfair. The limbic system is millions of years old. The prefrontal cortex is the new kid on the block. Poor people buy things to feel rich. Rich people buy assets to become free. The system is designed to keep you in a loop of earn, spend, regret, repeat. This is the dopamine prison. And the warden is the algorithm on your phone. Every notification is a key turning in the lock. Now we must go deeper. We need to talk about your childhood. Most of us carry what psychologists call a scarcity wound. If you grew up hearing phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," "Rich people are greedy," "We can't afford that," your brain encoded money as stress. It encoded money as conflict. If money was the reason your parents fought, your child brain made a logical deduction. Money causes pain. Therefore, if I get rid of money, the pain goes away. This creates a paradoxical behavior called repulsive wealth syndrome. Consciously, you chase success. Subconsciously, you repel it. You might self-sabotage deals right before they close. You might ignore investments. You might lend money to friends who will never pay you back. Why? Because being broke feels familiar. And to the human mind, familiar is safe, even if safe means suffering. This is the invisible script. You are acting out a play written by your parents, directed by your trauma, and produced by your fear. And until you burn that script, you will never be wealthy. You will only be a broke person with money, which is a temporary state. So how do we break the glass? How do we rewrite the code? We have to look at how the wealthy actually think. And I don't mean the fake rich on Instagram leasing Lamborghinis. I mean the true wealth builders. The difference isn't IQ, it's time horizon. The broke mind asks, "How do I survive until Friday?" The middle-class mind asks, "How do I pay for my vacation next summer?" The wealthy mind asks, "How does this decision affect my life 10 years from now?" This is the concept of delayed gratification. The poor focus on income. They trade time for money. The rich focus on assets. They build systems that make money while they sleep. But here is the most controversial truth. The poor believe money is a resource to be spent. The rich believe money is a tool to be deployed. If you give a broke person $10,000, they see a Rolex, a vacation, a down payment on a liability. If you give a wealthy person $10,000, they see a soldier. They send that soldier to war to bring back prisoners. You don't have an income problem. You have an allocation problem. Enough theory. How do we escape the simulation? You need to perform a factory reset on your brain. Here are the 3 steps to breaking the poverty cycle. Step 1. The dopamine detox. You must retrain your brain to find joy in building, not consuming. Stop trying to save money by using willpower. Automate it. Make your savings invisible. If you have to decide to save every month, you will fail. Remove the decision. Remove the dopamine hit of spending. Step 2. Rewrite the narrative. Audit your speech. Never say, "I'm broke." Say, "I'm in a rebuilding phase." Never say, "Rich people are evil." Say, "Money amplifies who you already are." Your words are the code you type into your reality. If you speak poverty, you will live poverty. Step 3. Change your environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is a cliché because it is true. If your friends bond over complaining about their bosses and how expensive life is, you are drowning in a feedback loop of failure. Find people playing a different game. If you can't find them in real life, find them in books, find them in podcasts, find them here. The cage is open. It has been open the whole time. The only thing keeping you in the cycle of struggle is the story you keep telling yourself about why you belong there. You have been programmed to be a worker bee, a consumer, a battery for the system. But you have the power to reprogram. It will be uncomfortable. It will be lonely at first. You will have to kill the version of you that seeks comfort. But the price of freedom is the death of your old self. You are not your bank account. You are not your debt. You are not your past. You are the architect of your future. The glitch is fixed. The thermostat is reset. Now, go to work. If this video shifted something in your mind, don't just watch the next one. Do something, right now. Write down one financial belief that is holding you back and burn the paper. I'm watching the comments. Tell me, what is the one thing you are going to change today? Class dismissed.